burgers, fries, soda? Or is it your happiness they're selling? That's craving. It's a trap. Bloated, sluggish, another pound. But eating clean? Why does it feel so impossible? Sacrificing your health just for another bite.
You are tired of feeling sluggish, bloated, having acne. These corporations aren't there for you to be happy. My name is Roy, and I'm here to help you transform your palate to what it's supposed to be and really stop letting corporations take your money, make you feel fat. Click in the link in the description below if you're serious about changing your life. Scroll down and subscribe button and post notifications if you want to join the group. Let's get down to the nitty gritty of why you struggle to eat clean. One of the reasons probably is because you eat a very high carb diet. Understanding where that is coming from, it's probably from the food pyramid. Knowing right now, as me telling you the food pyramid is a scam. Not realizing that the majority of our meals should be made from grain and carb sources. Yet whenever that food pyramid was released to the public, obesity went up. That also explains where your insulin level starts to spike. This is where the hormone that you have, which is insulin, starts tampering with your other hormones. Therefore, the bloatness is a factor of knowing that if you're eating healthy or not. Well, what usually happens is that you have a baseline of energy. When insulin level starts rising, that's when you're eating, that's when you're starting to feel full. Then what happens is you get your insulin spike, therefore you're going to be crashing down. And where your energy levels are at, you're going to be below the energy levels. That is why you have such a sedentary lifestyle, because you just don't have the energy to actually move right after the high carb diet. As well as any excess carbs that you intake and don't use for energy, as like if you don't work out or do any physical activity, it simply just turns into fat. That is the reason why whenever you look at yourself in the mirror or put yourself on a scale, it would always go up, or you're always gonna look whiter. Another reason is you eat for more for pleasure than not for nutrients. Therefore, you are mostly looking at food through your eyes and through your taste buds rather than actually figuring out what's really beneficial for your body. Still stuck on the consumerism of cheap prices. The processed food that you see, it's cheaper as well. It has more than the serving sizes that is actually required for you to eat. Or just in general where you're located at has been marketed towards you as well. Since you've been eating like this, you developed the habit of just eating this food, so you're stuck on this old palate of yours. The main reason that you probably don't know about much of nutrients is because you don't know how to cook. Now, understanding that cooking is a skill that we develop, you can do it by one. It takes time, it's a skill, so within time you will gradually get better and better and better the more times you do it. Now, you don't have to be a first-class chef where you're learning how to do all this and stuff. You can just learn the basics of cooking an egg, cooking some meat, cooking some vegetables. Because essentially, once you start learning how to cook single base ingredients, that's when you're gonna start opening your foot in the door to healthy, nutritious food. As well as you get complimented and social status from it, because people will love it when you know how to cook, because people are like, who made this? And you'll be like, oh, I made it. And they'll tell you, oh, it's good. So why would you not want to develop a skill where actually you get a positive feedback that makes you to continue that skill, where you could develop and actually craft it to what your liking is? You start to developing skills of cooking, which honestly, 20 years old and you still don't know how to cook. Something's wrong. You maybe been eating for the past year stuff that just came out of a plastic bag, or it's a woman's job to do it. These are all just limited beliefs, knowing that you, as any gender that you are, it's a required skill that you need to have. Because learning how to cook is the first step to actually learning how to actually cook nutritious food. Therefore, your nutrition level, your whole life, this is the rest of your life we're talking about, will improve because you are putting your foot into the door of healthy eating. So if you lower your carb intake, eat for actual nutrition rather than pleasure, and naturally start developing how to cook, you are in the right pathway to actually start being a nutritional specialist, because you are tired of feeling sluggish, bloated, having acne. These corporations aren't there for you to just be happy. They're just there to take your money. So why don't you actually take the money that you earn and actually reward it with something that's actually going to be beneficial for the rest of your life?